Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy. I am so happy you're here with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for all of your love and support. I'm so happy to see you back again. Now, this reading is your weekly reading for February 24th to March 2nd. We're going to get right into the reading. So if you do find you're connecting, even if just parts of it connect, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate it, and it helps me to connect with your energy. We will be talking about your incoming energies, and along with those incoming energies, we will get some tarot messages. We'll talk about your current energies. We'll get some angel messages, some animal spirit messages, and we'll close out the reading with your angel number. So Scorpio, we have a new moon in Pisces on February 27th. So good time to manifest those new things, those things that you've been really hoping for and wanting in your life. My goodness. Joyous fun. All right, for you, Scorpio, joyous fun. First card to come out for your incoming energies. When we lose something, okay, with this number 2 events, loss can hit us all differently. It can be a loss of our faith. It can be loss of a friendship. It can be loss of a job. It can be just losing hope. Sometimes it's just about that. But the energy I'm getting from this is something that you feel you lost. And this could be something that happened already, but you're feeling the effects of it now. You're almost feeling like the light is now starting to come up. You're starting to feel the healing of that loss. And I think this is why Joyous Fun was the first card to come up. It's showing you that your energy is being revitalized here. And although something was lost in the process, you're regaining your emotional fulfillment back. And there is some sort of great gratitude around you. It's showing that there's blessings. It's showing that there's something, when I see all these beautiful birds in this card, I feel like there's all these wonderful messages that are coming around. It's almost healing energy. It's energy of, even though in the midst of things in life where we feel a sense of loss. And sometimes it's just us, like we feel like we've just lost our way a little bit. And we're not exactly sure, where do I go from here? There is great gratitude because I think that there is a community of people around you. And I think there's messages that are coming in to bring you hope, to bring you love, to bring this fun and happiness into your life. So I feel like that, whatever you feel was, something you lost, you're actually feeling gratitude, almost like, it was something difficult, but I feel like it was almost a blessing that needed to happen. And now you're starting to heal from it, and you're feeling that joy is starting to re-enter your life again. Joy does, after we feel a period of loss, and we can heal from it properly, we can start to allow more fun events back into our lives as well. Let's see which your current energies are, Scorpio. We've got number 8, events, a creative endeavor. So again, I think that you are on a creative path. I think you are ready to explore something new, and I think you're in the moment. I think you are really in the present moment of creating something new. And I think it's going to bring you a great deal of success. Look at these 2 8s. And we know 8s are wonderful numbers to have in your reading because it's all about action, accomplishment. It's all about mastery. And I think that you are mastering something on a creative level. So this could be exploring new territory where your creativity is concerned. Could be new jobs, but it could be something like, if it's a job, it doesn't feel like a job. It's something, that brings you more satisfaction, more joy. And you are in your present power. So again, your current energies is really feeling in a very powerful position. It's like you're taking control of situations, and you're taking control of the things that you want in your life. And if there has been something that you've really been exploring, you are in present power to bring that success. I think whatever the loss was, it's the loss of losing your way, because in the midst of all these changes and all of this transformation that's taking place, because remember last week you had 2 Tower cards, so major changes going on. So I think there has been a lot of things happening in your life, and when we go through massive changes, we feel something, we've lost something in a certain way. But I feel like it was almost like a stepping stone in the right direction to show you that there is actually more for you. You know, there's even more potential there for you. So let's get right into your tarot cards so that we can get a better understanding as to what's happening here. So let's find out. We're going to get those 9 cards. Spirit, angels, guides. I love to see that you're in your present power. It shows that you have, oh wow, look at that 10 of Pentacles. Look at all the success around you. Wow. Long-term success. You're really planting strong bonds and strong ties. I feel like there's a lot of tradition around you at this time. Almost family, you know, nice family support, a new beginning. You're ready for a whole new beginning. You're reevaluating things in your life and figuring out what has to go and what has to stay. And what has to go is the things that maybe were making you feel at a loss. They weren't giving you the emotional fulfillment that you wanted. You know, loss doesn't always have to be, oh my goodness, I just lost my best friend, or oh, I just lost my job. Could be that, you know what? I was feeling lost. I needed to figure out who I was. I need to figure out my path. I need to figure out what's best for me. And that's why you're in your present power. You're feeling great gratitude because you're finally figuring it all out. Let's get those last 2 cards. We've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Tower again in the same position as last week. Big changes, big significant changes. The Tower is ruled by Mars, so Mars is a very feisty planet, right? Sometimes it brings us a little chaos, but sometimes it's chaos that is welcomed. You know, it's welcomed in the sense, and I mean, when we say the word chaos, I guess that sounds a little crazy to say we want to welcome chaos. So disregard that. But I think what it's saying is sometimes we need this shift, we need this change. I think there's a lot of shifts and changes happening for you. I think you're exploring something new here. You've had some conflicts, definitely. You're overcoming some conflicts. You're overcoming things. I think, but you're doing it, and you're seeing that with all the changes that are taking place and all the adjustments that you may be having to make. And when we have to make adjustments, we sometimes feel loss. But you're also feeling a sense of victory. You know, and I feel like with the way that these cards are all laid out here, is you are in your present power and you have an emotional strength about you that's really deciphering, you know, where you want to stay in your life and where you want to move and what directions you want to go. A lot of possibilities are opening up for you. With that 2 of Wands in the middle of your reading, this is really all about progress forward. And I think that there are so many plans that you have to build a much healthier and stronger foundation in your life. And you are starting to see, slowly but surely, you are starting to see that your foundation is changing. There's something in your life that's changing, and it's all to do with the cycles in your life, because we've got that 10, the wheel. You know, cycles are continuously changing, but here, this is good fortune coming in for you. Your wish fulfillment is linked to the cycles that are changing in your life. All right, let's get right into this, because we're going to start with that 10 of Pentacles. We're going to talk about these first, then I'm going to, of course, clarify each one of them. But that 10 of Pentacles is the abundance. It's long-term abundance. It's planning for the future. It's working hard towards setting those goals, those ambitions, and working towards them. It is about traditions. It's about family. It's not necessarily all about, you know, financial abundance. It's about abundance that we feel emotionally as well. The things that are linked to us are our values, our core moral and value system. You know, the legacies that we want to leave, the things that we want to instill in our children and in you know, our family. And I believe that this is very strong for you right now. And I think that if for some of you maybe some of you have suffered a loss of some sort, but this 10 of Pentacles is just showing that, you know, there's a very strong bond here, and that there is something to be said about the strength of unity. And I feel like there's a lot of unity around you. And I think the 10 of Pentacles just shows that. Now, the Eight of Cups is you really emotionally deciding to walk away from any drama in your life. You know, with that full moon energy there, it's almost as intuitively you know that you need to be, that you are heading in a new direction. And I think a lot of that comes from those tower moments. You had two of them, remember, last week. I can't forget that because of where they were placed. So I think the tower is just really showing the massive amounts of changes and shifts that are taking place in your life, but they are helping to really clarify to you what your solid foundation is, and that something was, there was almost like there was a missing piece when you were building that foundation. There was like a missing piece, and you kept building and building, but that missing piece is just, you feel at a loss because of it. So now I feel like with the changes that are happening, you're finding that missing piece. For some of you, it is having to leave behind certain emotional patterns in your life because it's time to move on. It's just time. It's done. It's seen its day, and it's time. The Five of Swords can be an empty victory. It can be, sometimes we have to, with all the shifts, changes, and obstacles that life presents us at certain times, sometimes we have to let go. We have to accept the adjustments. We have to accept the change, and then we have to move. I think you're moving on from whatever conflict that was. I think that it might be something that hit you emotionally. I think you're ready to communicate it, and I think you're actually ready to take this win and move forward. And the win is really being in your present power and having the strength to be able to make those decisions. Number 20, the Judgment, is all about, again, it's almost like revisiting things. It's almost as if you're revisiting certain things in your life because you've put in closure to them, and now you're ready to embark on something new. It is a revival. It is, Judgment is about rebirth. And I think that you are going through a rebirth moment. I think that's why in the midst of some things in life that throw us hurdles, you're feeling a sense of great gratitude because there's a lot of blessings around you. And I think you're seeing them. Now, the Two of Wands being in the center of your reading, I think that there's so many possibilities, and I think that you feel like you are really breaking free, and that you are starting to see that your opportunities don't have to just be of the mind. We can think about all these opportunities and never do anything about it, but I think the Two of Wands is showing you that you've got the world in the palm of your hands, and that you actually have the ability to make things happen. And I think you're almost really at that point now where you are ready to make some significant changes in your life. Some of them are going to require you to walk away from emotional things, whether they're friendships, whether it's just, people come and go in our lives for certain reasons to teach us things. We also come into people's lives to teach them things as well. But sometimes they're just meant to be with us for a short term. That's what the destiny of that was. And now it's time to walk away, and it's time to move in a new direction. The Nine of Cups shows your emotional fulfillment. It comes from joyous fun. The emotional attachments, the emotional feelings that you have for people in your life, situations in your life, that new creative endeavor that you really want to branch out and show that great success. That all stems from your wishes, your dreams starting to really come into fruition. And I think the wheel is turning for you. I think it's turning in a very prosperous way to help show you that things don't just have to be opportunities sitting there waiting. They can actually be things that you jump on, that you're ready to move with. And that Wheel of Fortune there with the 10, I really believe a cycle is changing for you. And I think there is a cycle that is coming to a close. And I think there's new energy coming around you with a lot more good fortune for you. A lot of good fortune, because that 10 of Pentacles shows a lot of fortunate things coming your way. For the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor, watery energy again. It could be you. Definitely could be you. I think you're feeling adventurous at this time. I think for some of you, you're ready maybe to show your emotional side. I'm seeing a lot more emotions come up in the readings as I've been doing them, because we are in Pisces season. We also have that new moon on February 27th in Pisces. So, there is a lot of emotions going on. And I think, with the things that are changing and shifting in your life, the Knight of Cups can make a lot of sense. I think it can really be a clear description of who you are right now. You could be in the offering of something too, and I think that you are ready to receive love in a whole new way. Whether or not this is showing that love is changing for you, a cycle of love is changing for you. Maybe there is new love or a proposal that is on the table. But for others of you, I just think it's showing your emotional strength where love is concerned. So really feeling grounded with that as well. And then, of course, we have number 16, the Tower, and we know that that's all about changes. Sometimes they're unexpected changes. They shift things in ways that we never really, we might not always be prepared for. But with the Tower card, it can also shift things in a better direction for us as well. But let's get into the clarifying cards. Let's find out what's happening with all of these beautiful cards. Now, you do have, you have 2 10s right in the beginning of your reading here. So I do want you to keep number 10 as an important number, and also number 8, because remember, we started with those 2 8s in your current energies, and then you also have the 8 of Cups here as well. All right, let's start with that 10 of Pentacles. Find out what this is, because I really think, oh, look at that. Now you got the 3 of Wands. Look at the back of this card. Look at the yellow, right? The yellow is just illuminating, and it's showing positivity. The 3 of Wands is all about expansion. And I think that you are expanding some sort of creative endeavor. I really do. I think that you have really sunk your teeth into something that you want to move forward with. I think it could be restructuring things in your life. You could be feeling a sense of loss because maybe you've had to give something up to really pursue this creative endeavor. But in the midst of it all, you're feeling gratitude, you're feeling appreciation, you're seeing that things are aligning. And I think that you are really starting to explore all of these opportunities. I don't think that they're just sitting there. Opportunities can always present themselves, but they become nothing if we don't do anything about them. And I think the 3 of Wands is showing you that there is an opportunity that you are really exploring now. And even though it feels sometimes like it's far away, I think it's really preparing you for a very abundant future. This is something that you really need to hold on to. Hold on to that vision and start exploring how you expand it. The 8 of Cups is you walking away and finding yourself in that present. You're in that present power to figure out what parts of your life emotionally you need to change. There could be a relationship, a partnership of some sort. And again, partnerships don't always have to be love, but I think you're ready to walk away from some sort of emotional drama that maybe has been blocking you from pursuing something new. Sometimes things in life do that. I think it's really important for this card as well, because not all of us are in relationships. I think this is also saying to you, with the connection of that 2 of Cups, it very much it actually is very much Cancer energy. And I think it's very intuitive energy. And I think it's really reaching your spiritual guidance, your divine source is saying this is a time for you to embrace your intuition and allow it to help you follow a path, to help you let go of things that have maybe been emotionally bogging you down. Sometimes our emotions can prevent us from exploring potential and new opportunities as well. And I think that that could be really what's coming up for some of you as well. I think that I think you have a very beautiful partnership with your faith, with your spirituality, with God, if that's, whatever your belief system is. And I truly believe that this is really showing you the present power of how impactful your intuition is and how it's guiding you from releasing whatever that almost drama or emotional, almost like there's been an emotional lag or an emotional loss of some sort. You're ready to move away from that. The 5 of Swords, the adjustments and the changes, it can be a victory card too. And sometimes, we need to go through, obviously we go through hurdles. But, with you in your current energy having that present power, I feel like you have the strength to be able to get through whatever it is. I think for some of you, the struggles have been maybe financially, figuring out how to ground yourself financially, finding that creative endeavor that brings you the balance of a solid financial money, like finding that financial strength. The King of Pentacles can be very much earth energy. So it could be somebody around you as well. It could be a conflict that I think the messages that are coming here is that there is adjustments and some conflicts and challenges where you're trying to figure out how to bring in a more solid foundation. And I think that's why you've got the Tower card, because I think you're going through a lot of changes and adjustments. The King of Pentacles works extremely hard, very diligent. He plans things wisely, and he has enough because he's planned his resources wisely. He's very studious, he's very, very assertive. He can be assertive to a certain extent, but it's his ambition that is his drive. And I think that might have been something that was challenging. You could be overcoming obstacles where you are starting to realize that you are more powerful than you think, and that a success doesn't have to be far away. It can actually be within reach. And I think that you're starting to see a new side to yourself. It's an obstacle that you are overcoming. You're walking away from that obstacle obstacle of feeling like you don't have the power to bring all of this in. And I think that King of Pentacles is showing you how when you set those intentions, when you set those ambitions and those goals, that you are ready to start achieving them. I think that there's movement here. I think that this isn't just about seeing potential. I think it's about actually living in the potential and actually doing something about it. The Judgment is that rebirth. I think you're revising things in your life. So the plans that you may have been thinking about, I think you're revising them. You got the Two of Wands again. And see, the Two of Wands is in the center of your reading, but it's also the clarifier for the Judgment. You are revisiting plans that you may have made a while ago. Maybe you just sat on those plans and you decided not to do anything about it. But now something has sparked your passion. You've got this drive inside of you that's saying, okay, I'm going to revise those plans and now I'm going to set them into motion. And I really do believe that you are setting something new into motion. And I think it has something to do with either a new business prospect. It's something that could involve maybe a little bit of travel, maybe some relocation. Maybe you're changing things up, because when we change our vibe, around us, it helps change our direction. It helps us reinvent ourselves too. Sometimes it can just be a little change. It can be like just deciding that I'm going to paint my room a different color, or I'm going to change my living room furniture around, or, I'm going to, plant more, have more flowers, or more greenery in my home. All of those things help rechange your direction, and they might bring you more, put you more on that mode of achievement. I think there's a lot of achievement around you. All right, the Two of Wands. Let's find out what the Two of Wands here. You've got that twice in your reading already, so let's see. And you've got the Six of Pentacles. I think that you should be open to receive. It looks like there's a lot of balance. The scales are being balanced. So I think that there's more money coming your way. I think whatever this opportunity is, it really is something that's going to offer you more financial income. I think that you are going to, I think that you might also be on the receiving end of something that is going to help you explore this opportunity to a new level. Almost like you're taking that next step. And I think somebody could be helping you out. It could be somebody who wants to partner with you. All right, let's find out what that Nine of Cups is, because that's all about your wish fulfillment. And it is about partnerships here. We've got that Three of Coins, working in a teamwork. I think that there could be something. I think you want to explore new territory, and I think that you are on the receiving end of something, and I think it's coming from some support. I think there's a support system around you, and I think this is why you're showing such great gratitude, because somebody wants to work with you to help you achieve your goals, and they are really going to help you overcome whatever obstacles you felt that were maybe holding you back from financial growth, financial stability. I think that something, whether it's a loan, whether it's an agreement, a contract of some sort, it's somebody working in unison with you to help you build your dream. Your dreams are being built because you're not doing it alone. Somebody is there to help guide you, and they're helping really give you the support that you need. Let's find out with that wheel, the 10. The wheel is a turning for you, and you've got the Knight of Swords. So he's a fast-acting knight. Sometimes he can bring a bit of drama too, but I think if you've had some drama in your life, and if you have, there could be somebody who's bringing some drama to your life, and I think that you have to realize sometimes they come in, they bring that drama, and then they go out just as quickly. So they can stir the pot a little bit. So I think that, if there is something that is kind of stirring up that for you, the wheel is showing you that you're ready to put that to close. So if there is somebody in your life, could be an air sign. So air signs are going to be your Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. If it is somebody of any of those signs, doesn't necessarily have to be. They could be just coming in, and they could be just stirring the pot a little bit. But the wheel shows that the cycle is changing. So whoever this person is who may have done this in the past, maybe they've instigated these things in the past, you're kind of putting a close to that cycle. And I think that that could be who you're deciding to emotionally walk away from, because you're tired of, somebody coming in and trying to control things, or trying to just, again, there are sometimes people that they can see that you are on the road to a very happy success here, Scorpio, and it's almost like they're messing with you. So I think that the wheel is really showing that you're able to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to cut my losses. And I'm going to say goodbye to that. I'm ready to change the cycle. I'm ready to walk away. I'm going to trust in my intuition that my path is leading me the way that I need to. I've got lots of blessings around me. And you know what? I want to be surrounded by fun. I don't want to be bogged down by people that, you know, want to bring so much drama to life. Because life has got its own dramas. And listen, we got a lot of it going on in the world as we know it. So let's make our own lives a lot easier, a little bit more simplified. The Knight of Cups. Let's find out what this Knight of Cups is. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands with the Knight of Cups. So somebody, you know, the Queen of Wands is very fiery energy, and then the Knight of Cups could very much be your energy. Could be a partnership of some sort. Somebody who has a very fiery energy. She holds that sunflower because, you know what? Honestly, she's very positive. She has a very positive outlook on life. No gender with the cards. I think it's you. These could be the same person. Somebody who's feeling very positive about the things in your life that are bringing you love, that are bringing, and again, it could be somebody in your life, maybe there's a new communication or a new interaction with love. But really, I think it's your positive attitude towards accepting love as well. Because sometimes, you know, when we are feeling in a state, you know, when we're feeling a little lost, we don't see love the same way. We can see it negatively. But this Queen of Wands is really showing you that there is some sort of positive aspect to it's almost as if your whole mind is a whole new mindset change on what love is and how important it is to you. And, you know, really figuring out that love too has a lot to do with being reciprocal, you know, that it can't just be one-sided, that there has to be balance in everything in life, balance in your relationships, balance with the things that you love to do, but also knowing that you have to stay ambitious and that you have to remember that you have to keep your energy grounded so that you can get that nice balance of flow. When we have that balance, we feel those great blessings around us. We also feel a lot more joyous fun. I think that you have a lot of power this week, and I think that you have the power to really bring a lot of things to light. Let's find out with this Tower card. Lots of changes. Oh my goodness. So really, these two can be a representation of you. With the Tower card, of course, being ruled by Mars, and traditionally, Scorpio, you are ruled by Mars. Now we do know you're also ruled by Pluto, so you have two planetary representations. The Death card definitely is Scorpio energy. So again, this is just showing tremendous transformations taking place in your life. I think your whole attitude towards life is changing, and I think that you are feeling really, really positive about the things that are presenting themselves for you as well. I think there's opportunities that have presented themselves before, but you kind of just sat on them and you kind of thought about it. You weren't exactly sure, you know, you were making plans, but you never really took that plan to the next level. Well, I think now, Scorpio, you're ready to take it to the next level. Lots of really motivational energy happening around you, and I think you really are on the road to a very happy success. All right, let's get an angel message for you. Let's find out what your angels would like to share with you, especially after all these impactful cards. All right, we've got this one here, and it says to manifest. And we know there's times, I mean, we can manifest all the time, but with that new moon on the 27th of February in Pisces, it's going to be a great time to manifest. So it says, I have everything I need. You know, when you manifest, you are a visionary yourself. So I think you have the ability to really, really bring a lot of your wishes and dreams to fruition, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and with the Nine of Cups, really showing that there's a lot of good luck and good fortune surrounding you at this time. So I have everything I need. No wonder you're showing great gratitude. I think you're starting to feel it. The angels remind you that by filling your subconscious with thoughts and images of what you really want, and by speaking positively about these things, you will bring them into your real life and manifest your yes. You are manifesting your yes. Those plans, you are turning those plans into action. All right, let's get a few more messages from your angels. Let's find out what they would like to share with you. And we will clarify if need be. And it says wall. It says that there's a misunderstanding. And I think that misunderstanding could very well be something like that Knight of Swords. They come in, they bring in a sense of disruption. But I don't think it's anything you can't hold, that it's something you can't, can't handle. You're in your present power right now, so nothing's going to stand in your way anyway. And then you got successfully overcoming a problem. So you see, whatever that misunderstanding is, there's going to be a better communication, a better dialogue, and that's bridge. So it says successfully overcoming a problem. And then you got archway. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Oh my goodness. I mean, those couldn't speak out clearer for you. All right, let's get your animal spirit message. Let's find out what your animal spirit would like to say as we move through the week. Spirit angels guides. The beautiful sign Scorpio. Leave us in suspense. We just need one card, please. There we go. And you got the goose in inner knowing. Well, how appropriate. It says you are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you, so don't worry. You are blessed. And we see that with that great gratitude. Those are those blessings. It says, let yourself fly. This is your time to fly. Lovely energies. All right. So you've got twos. You've got lots of twos in your reading. So I want you to keep that in mind as well. You've got tens, you've got twos, you've got eights. Yeah, there's some reciprocating numbers for you this week. So please keep all of those close at hand because those definitely will be messages relayed to you through those numbers. But let's find out what your angel number is. Let's find out. Spirit angels guides. Beautiful sign Scorpio. Oh, I love it. 888. We started with eights in the beginning there, and it's saying balance. Finances, success, wealth, cycles, what goes around comes around, karma. So a lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. The message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. And it's so true because we had talked about how much potential there has been around you, how many opportunities are presenting themselves to you. It's a matter of you realizing your potential, and it's a matter of you no longer planning and planning and planning and then thinking about the plan and then going over the plan. It's about you now taking the steps forward to really accept those new opportunities, possibilities, and see that there are paths that are opening up for you. And that this is all coming into fruition for you. You are manifesting your yes. 888. Thank you, Scorpio, for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I certainly hope that it resonates, even if parts do. I know it can't all the time, but if it does, please let me know. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more I can keep bringing out quality videos. So I appreciate all of the support. So thank you. Until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.